Hey guys, how you going? Welcome to Hold the Ball, HCB. As you can see, I'm pretty decked out at the moment. The Blatchy Blues are on, and look, I think it's quite similar to my hairstyle. But look, that's enough from there. I'm here to talk all things Origin, give you guys my perspective of New South Wales, Queensland, and my prediction, as well as my general thoughts on Reece Walsh. As you can see, I've got my Blues attire on, but I've always got my Warriors flag at the back. So you can already see that there's some confliction here in how I feel, but I'll get into that as soon as possible. But yeah, look, just quickly on the New South Wales squad, apart from Golo Matangi, who's been dropped, and obviously Jake Trbojevic for injury reasons, Angus Crichton and Dale Finucane have made the squad. If you haven't seen my previous videos, talking about the New South Wales team in the game one, I actually did call for Dale Finucane to be called in, but look, it's better late than never, and I think he'll be a great addition, especially him and Angus Crichton. Virtually an unchanged lineup. I think it'll be the same team, bar a few changes down the bench and all, but look, it's a pretty solid squad, to be quite honest. Biases aside, this is a really strong looking squad. Who'll be teeing up against a very, by looks of things, very hurt, obviously psychologically, very hurt Queensland team. But from a Blues perspective, you just got to put that gas pedal on and keep going. You know, that car needs to keep driving. So from their perspective, it's a pretty solid squad, and there's no complaints here. Obviously, you'd like Jake Trbojevic to be playing, he's not, but hey, you've got some good substitutes there. As for Queensland, look, we have Walsh making his debut. We've got Moro and Muritalo on the same bird as well. Then you've got McCulloch and Papali, who's back. So Papali is an Origin veteran, and McCulloch has only played one Origin, and I believe that was about 2 to 3 years ago. So again, from a Queensland perspective, they're hurting. So much pain. Obviously, there's that first loss in Townsville, and look, to be honest, they don't probably have the best squad available against a very firing at all cylinders Blue squad. But however, it is in Brisbane, and we all know how the Maroons can play over in Queensland. I've been the victim of many Queensland victories, and yeah, it's probably a game that you can't take too lightheartedly. As if you're the Blues, you've just got to go into the game as if it's game one, as if it's game three, because this game is on the line. All right, you don't want them to win, you don't want them to get a foothold. And if you're from the Queensland end, well, hey, this is it. This is back to the war stuff, right? One more win, and it's done. Do you guys really want to have a 2-zip win, go heading Blues ways, especially considering both games were in Queensland? Probably not. So, look, again, AJ, Brimson and Grant are not playing due to injuries. Coates, Su'a and Ofaingawe have been dropped from the squad. Again, it's a good looking squad in terms of what they can produce. You just don't know. Again, you got Munster there, you got DCE there, so you just know that something can happen, right? Again, you got Gagai, Felt, Holmes. You got your pretty strong forward pack. Alfusi, Tino, Hunt. The hooker, you've got Fotueka, Fifita. You know, like, you can't rub this Queensland side off. It'll be foolish for you to do so. So at that expense, it's probably best that you don't. But again, context considering, we all know that this is probably looking in the favour of the Blues, which doesn't happen often, especially in Brisbane. So if you're the Blues, you just got to take advantage. You got to have another perfect game. And even if it's a very tight game, say it's low scoring, if you're the Blues, you're probably going to favour your chances there. But again, that Queensland spirit, we all know what that's about. And the thing I enjoy about Origin the most as well is, as a fan, you don't have to necessarily come from those two states to participate and have fun. And that's what I enjoyed about the most. I've been a fan of the Blues since 2004, and no looking back. And I can tell you now, it's been a pretty bad experience from my point of view, if you count the 8 plus the 3 years ahead after the Blues winning 2014. So look, all jokes aside, all banter aside, this is a must-win for the Blues. This is the reality for Queensland. This is a must-win for them. That's it. This is where it stands. So all those things aside, it's all going to matter in the footy field. Now, to the probably discussion at hand, Reece Walsh. For me personally, I feel conflicted. As a Blues fan, sure, bring him on, because we all know that inexperience will probably work in our favour more often than not. But at the same time, I'm thinking there's a lot of pressure that's going to be placed on him. That's the reality. Queensland have put him in an unfavourable position, whether Green likes to admit it or not. Paul Green has put him in that position where Walsh is going to be thinking that this all rests on his shoulders, and he's playing a very pivotal position to a fullback at 18 years of age. I just don't want him to obviously get injured. I understand that Origin, as they say, is a different beast. I agree and disagree at the same time. But that point is, though, however, I just don't want him to get injured. I congratulate him. I am absolutely in his corner in that regard of what he's done, and he's there. Cool. But that's probably as far as it goes from me being a Blues fan. But me being a Warriors fan, I'm just looking out for safety and I'm concerned. Again, a lot of confliction there. I feel very messed up in the head. It's a bit of a mind explosion here. But at the same time, probably not too far away. I'm sure you got Queensland fans who are fans of Manly, fans of the Rabbitohs, right? Fans of the Roosters, and obviously they've got players who are playing Blues. So, but yeah, look, I guess I'm just part of that side as well. But hey, overall, Reece Walsh, congrats, awesome. I just don't want him to get injured, as I've said, and I just don't want him to feel any psychological burden that this rests on his shoulders. It doesn't. But what a way to bring him in, though. This is all in, right? And it's not looking favourable. So whatever happens will happen, but I just want him to just be okay and safe at the end, you know. But obviously he's a Blues fan. He's just another player who's putting on that Queensland jersey, and I hope we absolutely dominate him with no injuries. But yeah, that's my thoughts there. And look, lastly, predictions. Look, simply put, it's going to be Blues for me. I reckon by around 12 to 16 points. I reckon Blues 36 and Queensland 20. And if the Blues can somehow, like they did before, contain that very strong, rustly Queensland forward pack, especially with Papali back, then I think that works in their favour. However, like I said, got to watch out for Papali. I think he's a key player. Papali, Walsh is a key player only because you don't know what sort of game he's going to bring. And another one for Queensland as well, you can say, is probably the halves. They'll be hurting as well because they did not have the best performance. So we'll see how they go there. As for Blues, you've got the centres, Latrell, you've got Trbojevic, you've got obviously Luai, you've got Cleary. I can go on and on. But ultimately, all that matters though is what happens on the field when that final siren goes off. But look, that's probably that's me done there for now. What are you guys' thoughts? Tell me what you guys feel. What do you guys think? Are you as conflicted as I am, or do you think, nah, stuff it, it's all good? I take it some of you guys are watching who are also Warrior fans, but also Queensland fans as well. So you guys are probably pretty happy, or probably where I am too, a bit conflicted. But hey, tell me what you guys think. But thanks again, guys, for watching. Appreciate it. Let's get ready. It's Origin time, baby. Let's go. And just remember, Blues, hold the ball. Take it easy, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.